It works. Man.
Oh, you know what else works?
Yes.
Standing on business. The WNBA and CBA has struck a deal to increase the salary cap where the league minimums would be $300K and league maximum would be $1.14 million. Now, if you didn't know that the
1.4 million, not 14.
What did I say? Well, oh,
yeah.
1.4.
That's 300,000 gone. Yeah.
1.4 million. So if you didn't already know that the NBA, the WNBA, and the players union, were going back and forth about a collective bargaining agreement.
Yes.
Now the problem is, the WNBA doesn't really make all that much money. So
yes, in fact, they lose money. A lot of the teams lose money, and the league lose money. But big caveat, they just signed these big TV deals and these big agreements because the whole Caitlin Clark effect, Angel Reese, all these new superstars coming in, bigging up the league. They signed this super deal for these TV rights. So now they're like, hey, y'all lost money off your last deal, but based on these new deals, we can see y'all turning a profit. The league is growing. We want to grow with y'all. So they wanted a deal similar to the NBA, which is 50%. The NBA gets 50% of revenue. So that's how they get them super contracts, because the league makes $14 billion a year. So with the NBA makes $15 billion a year. So the salary cap for the entire league is up to, it's like $7 billion or whatever, right? That's the salary cap, because that's how much they make, right? 50%. Based on these numbers, and this is only a verbal agreement, so the numbers can go up or down.
Gonna say,
but
yes.
we're just gonna kind of talk about the numbers as if they're a fact at the moment. It would be around, the revenue share would be around 20%.
Right.
And that's what the girls were fighting for. They were fighting for revenue share because they can grow with the league instead of like a set fee. If I give you a set fee and then we lose money, you good, you got your set fee. But if I give you a set fee and we go make $15 billion more than we expected, now you're sitting there looking like, man, the deal I signed was bad. So they get to grow with the league based on their percentages. Now the devil is always going to be in the details, because if they give them this raise but don't get that revenue set number, when the revenue continue to grow, then these numbers will stay there. So just to give you some context, Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, and some of these other stars are making $80,000 a year.
Right. Yeah.
So they would make 300, because that's the minimum. They rookies on the rookie contract. They would make 300 a year. That's good money.
That's great money.
Yeah, I mean they playing 45 games
compared to what you were making last year.
Yeah, that's 4 times.
I was going to say the increase is astronomical. Nobody sees raises.
That's 4 times. Yeah, they
yeah, that's pretty good. But they deserve it. A lot of the TV deals and basically they're able to sell ads and stuff like that now.
Yeah.
So basically, and then a lot of the new press is because of the Caitlin Clarks and the Angel Reeses, and I didn't know that who's the really big kind of like senior player in the WNBA.
Talking about Asia Wilson?
Asia Wilson.
Yes.
She's
about to get that supermax.
She's getting the supermax, exactly. The 1.4 million. But like, imagine these rookies come in and have this rivalry, and it actually blesses the OGs.
Yes.
That's why we really got to think about embracing the new generation.
I know, but then that was my problem with the WNBA, is they didn't want to embrace the Caitlin Clark effect. They didn't want to. They was like trying to hurt Caitlin Clark. They was like really like they didn't really like Angel Reese.
They didn't.
They was hating on Angel Reese. Like they was like, everybody kept trying to fight her and stuff. They was jealous, and I'm just like, she's trying to get y'all paid. Shut up.
Yes.
Like, she can't get paid. Yes, okay. Angel Reese is getting paid off the court. Caitlin Clark is making tens of millions of dollars off the court.
Right.
If y'all keep trying to hurt them and stifle their growth, they're just going to be rich. Y'all not.
Right.
So Asia Wilson is rich. She makes her money off the court. She got Nike deals and book deals and all this other stuff. The 6th man that's on, the Chicago Sky is not going to make no money, because y'all are trying to injure the superstars. So sometimes you got to let the superstars be who they are,
Yeah.
and let them glow and glaze them, because you want the league to continue to grow, because Asia Wilson's contract can't grow without Caitlin Clark's growing,
No,
and
yeah.
vice versa. So
Yeah.
it's like, you want, if you in the
You want
league,
this
you
for
want
them.
LeBron to get a supermax, because you coming in as a rookie, you might not get the supermax, but you're gonna get something that's gonna be generational
Right.
wealth. So I think this is really, really good. 300,000. The difference between making 80 grand a year and 300,000 a year is like a huge,
And
huge
and here's the
difference.
thing. I think the 80,000 they just gave to Angel, like on average in
Well, no. That was
2025,
that's the rookie deal. Like
on
that's the rookie max.
average, they're saying it's 66, and in 2025 it was
Well, okay, yes. I'm sorry.
minimum
I'm
salary.
sorry. I misspoke. Yes, Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, all them, they got the first round
Yes,
type of maximum, which is
Mhm.
like 78, 77,000,
Mhm.
$80,000. If you like the third or fourth round
That's
or
what I'm
whatever,
saying.
you're only getting
You're getting the
60. Yeah,
minimum.
you're getting
You're getting the
yeah.
minimum, and that's the crazy thing is like, if here's the thing, standing on business works.
Yes.
And I'm here to say that, like collective bargaining and like having that solidarity around a goal, it really works. And I'm glad that this is a example of that. Now, and I kind of wish, no shade, I wish they could have did this for Colin Kaepernick. I wish that the league
Did what?
could have stood on business and like give that man his job back.
No.
And
no,
I
no,
feel,
no,
but
no, no.
I also
this
think
is a different situation. Than
I was
Cap.
about to say, I think it's different because this is we're talking about money. Where with Colin Kaepernick, we were talking about his job.
And Cap, so it was about it was nothing the NFL did.
And I understand that, but did they have to make him lose his job for it? Okay.
I mean, they definitely colluded and messed him up or whatever.
Yes.
But my problem with Cap was that when people did stand with him, he never gave the next thing to do. So now it's kind of like, okay,
lost in the sauce.
He not speaking. He's going ghost on social media, and then he come out with a Nike deal. So they like, okay, you getting a deal, but what if I sacrifice my career trying to stand on business with you? I'm not Cap, so now I'm out of the NFL. You getting a documentary and a Nike deal, and I'm broke as hell.
But then they like ruin his Nike deal as well.
But then he advocated to get back. He's been begging to get back in the league the last 7 years.
Yeah.
So it's like,
what I'm saying is, this is what I also say. It's easier to stand on business when you're making so little already. Okay? You got to think about it. If you have a minimum salary as a WNBA player of $66,000.
Yeah, you're not like.
Even if this didn't work, you could have said, F it. I'll go be an athletic director. And I looked up athletic directors. Athletic directors on Indeed, on average, they make $75,000. So even if this didn't work, because they started at such a deficit,
yes,
they could have just said, you know what, whatever, it didn't work. I'm gonna go be something else. I'm gonna go get this athletic director gig.
That's the problem with negotiations. So if you accept a job at minimum wage federally, which is $7.25, then you go knock it out the park. You do your job, and you ask your boss for a raise, and they say, "Okay, I'll give you $8, $9," and now you're like, "No, I want $40, $50."
Right.
It's like going from $7. They were asking, they wanted $5 and $6 million caps. It's like, bro, y'all not about to get, like, Asia Wilson not about to get $5 million. I'm not saying she's not worth $5 million.
Right.
I believe she is. The team believes she is, but it just don't make economical sense for her and 40 other players who dispersed around the league to get that max deal. So you can't do something for Asia Wilson without affecting the other players in the other league, other than giving her her own endorsement deals, which they had. But how the league is set up is, if Caitlin Clark gets a max deal, you got to give the max deal to somebody else who's the comparable on that team. Yes, they're not Caitlin Clark, but they're the Caitlin Clark of this team, meaning they're the best
Right.
player on that team.
So now it's basically up to their sports agents to negotiate who gets the supermax and who gets the minimums and who gets.
Yes.
Well, we pretty much know who gets the minimums.
The minimums are going to be predicated on your third round or second round or whatever. You ain't really that good, but you're just still in. You're good enough to be in the league, but you're not good enough to lead a team to a championship.
Right.
And then like the rookie deals and stuff like that, they're gonna get the minimums.
And it says the average will be around $600,000, which isn't bad because
that's good money.
I was about to say
that's real good money.
Again, the average in 2025 was $120,000. So again,
I don't think people realize the difference between going from 80,000 or 60,000 to 300,000.
Right.
Is so much different than going
your
from
life
300
is changing
to 1.3.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's night and day. Like
it's night and day.
The cars you can buy, the homes you can buy, the amount of money, because you only need so much money. Think about it. Y'all been accustomed to living on 80 grand.
Imagine.
So now, like, you can still live on 80 grand and like invest the rest. Like, you can buy you a better house, better car.
Yeah.
You can upgrade your lifestyle. Like,
and depending on where you are in the league, you have the, I kind of feel bad for the people who are getting it now and they're like, dang, I'm 2 years out of here until I'm about to retire. But depending where you are in the league, if you're used to living off of that $80,000 and now you have that $300,000, you can save knowing that you don't really retire for another 5 years, another 6 years. So obviously, like, they have acquired the type of lifestyle that this bonus money is really going to impact them in a different way than if they were just coming in with the 300,000. People go crazy because they ain't never seen that type of money before.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of how people money don't make you happy or all this. That's nonsense. Like, money allows you to attack problems in your life that brings you unhappiness, and then, like, let's say you want to spend more time with your kids. You want to spend more time with your family. You want to spend more time in the gym. Okay, money allows you to do that because if you don't have to work as much, you don't have to work as hard. Like, a lot of these girls be going overseas. Now they don't have to do that.
Yes.
I don't have to go overseas to Russia and deal with Putin. Them. That's why, what's her name, got locked up. She was over there trying to make ends meet.
Yes, she was. She was over there trying to make ends meet.
So now it's like, okay, you get you play in the summer, you get your time back. So now these girls have time to build brands. They have time to actually have children, do the things that they want to do that brings them happiness because they're getting the money directly from America and in the WNBA versus having to go play overseas. And a lot of these foreign countries, they don't want to be over there. They playing over there because they play year round.
Shout out Brittany Griner.
Yeah, she got hoodwinked.
There's a direct quote from Terri Carmichael Jackson. She is the executive director of the union that represented the WNBA, and she says, "I think this can be summed up in 2 words: player empowerment. Players coming to the table and standing on business, and being reminded of the collective voice and of what it means to be in a union and the power of this union." She goes on to say, "They never forgot it, and they have taken it, like they always do, to the next level." To your point about growing with the league, taking that 20%, and they're going to prove themselves. And who knows? This is generational. The kids coming in after college.
Then they doing more expansion teams, right? It's going to be more teams. Like the city of Detroit is getting a team back. We used to have the Shock. We won championships. We did all that, and they just got rid of the team. Cleveland, Ohio is getting their team back. So there's expansion teams that are coming. So the league is going to expand, get bigger.
I love that.
All of these girls that's coming out of college are going to have an opportunity to play at all these different teams. The league is growing. So I love it, man. I mean, I did think they were shooting themselves in the foot trying to ask for NBA type stuff, but I like this is a good happy medium.
I think so.
I wanted the girls to get paid because when you're rooting for people, like, this is what people don't realize. When you're an influencer, when you are an entrepreneur, when you have fans or whatever, or people that look up to you, they don't want to see you broke. Like, I don't know Angel Reese from a can of paint. I don't know Caitlin Clark. But I want to see Angel Reese make money.
Yeah, I want to see her having.
I don't want to see her struggle. Like, I hate to see players that I used to like or that I used to play with on the game and they like broke or in jail or they messed up. Like, I don't want to see that. Like, I watch sports for entertainment. I don't want to think about that person and say, man, they didn't ruin their life off alcohol or drugs or they just poor or whatever. So I want them to make enough money to make investments and live a good, fruitful life because they entertain me when I'm sitting down watching a game. I don't want them to be broke.
And you want to think that it's all worth something, you know?
Exactly. And, I want young girls to grow up and say, I actually have a viable option to go to the league. And I just think about some of the people who were great in the league and they looking at this money like, man, you mother. Now y'all want to pay people money?
Listen.
Like, come on, man.
Listen, that's the thing about being a pioneer, right?
Yeah, when you be the pioneers never really, be the ones that make the buku money. Think about MySpace. Like the guy who's, MySpace, he made some decent money, but he didn't make Mark Zuckerberg.
No.
You know what I mean?
And Mark Zuckerberg is holding on to that money.
Yeah, he got generational wealth. Thank you guys for watching. In order to continue to support independent journalism, I need you to subscribe to our page below. And also, if you want the full podcast and more exclusive content, make sure you subscribe to the Patreon. Link is in the description.